Aaron, after you hit 61 in Toronto, you said that it was a relief to have that past you. How much of a relief is this one?
Oh, it's it's a big relief. I think everybody can finally sit down in their seats and watch the ball game. It's been a fun ride so far. Getting a chance to do this, with the team we got, the guys surrounding me, the constant support, from my family who's been with me there, through this whole thing is, it's been a great honor, and also, Roger Maris Jr., him and his family, supporting and being along for the ride too, a lot of thanks and congratulations to them too for their constant support through this whole process, because I know it's a tough situation, your dad's legacy, and you want to uphold that, but getting a chance to meet their family, they're wonderful people, and getting a chance to have my name next to someone as great as Roger Maris, Babe Ruth, those guys is incredible.
Aaron, were you looking at the schedule at all and knowing that there was only a couple of games left, wondering if you were going to get that number 62?
Not really. The games started to go a little faster. Usually the games kind of drag on. You're locked in on your bats on defense and stuff like that. But I can't lie, the past couple of games, I'd look up and it's the seventh inning. And I'm like, dang, I only got one more at bat. I better, we got to figure this out. But I really never try to look at the schedule, because then I think I'd start pressing a little bit and, feel a little bit of pressure. But, I just try to take it one day at a time and, say a prayer, go out there and just try to play my game. And, for me, I never tried to focus on the number, never tried to focus on going out there and doing it. Just go out there and play my game. And, if I'm good enough and God willing, it'll happen. So I think just having that type of faith, I think, kind of helped me out through this whole process.
Brian up in the front on the right.
Aaron, that moment when you're rounding the bases and you see your entire team has come out of the dugout and they're waiting for you at home plate, what was that like for you? What's going through your mind there?
Pretty surreal. Just like in Toronto, it was pretty awesome, having their support. But I think in Texas, I think they were a little more excited. They can finally, because it was at home. If I look up, I look right into our dugout, so I could see all the guys just sitting there at the top step waiting for this to happen. And here on the road, they were behind me, so I didn't see the 40+ people sitting there in the dugout. So I think finally seeing them run out in the field, get a chance to hug them all. They're saying congratulations. That's what it's about for me. Those guys are grinding with me every single day, and they've been along this journey, through the ups and downs, and getting a chance to share that moment with them on the field was pretty special, that's for sure.
Who else? Kristen?
Aaron, in the first game, it looked like you were a little frustrated after the pop-up. How did you feel after that first game and going into this game? And also, will you play tomorrow?
Yeah, I was frustrated because I wasn't helping the team out. I had a couple bad at-bats, swinging at some bad pitches, missing my pitch, so I was upset that, as the leadoff guy, I got to get on base. And, I hadn't been doing that. The Rangers, they were coming after me, and, they were attacking me, and, I just didn't put any good swings on it. So I was pretty upset at myself. I was supposed to be a table setter. And tomorrow I'm hoping to play. We got one more game. We'll see what Skip has to say about that. But I'm hoping to be in there.
Back right.
Yeah, Aaron, what did you know about Jose Tinoco?
I know he has a nasty sinker and a nasty slider. I wasn't, I know we were kind of waiting to hear who the starter of Game 2 was going to be, and when I heard it was him, I saw what he did the night before. I was like, I don't know, this isn't a good matchup to start the game off with a guy with, high velocity like that and a good off-speed pitch. So I think, going into it, I think that kind of helped me relax. Like, hey, this is a good pitcher. Let me just go up there and let's see what happens. And I was able to get one over the heart of the plate and try to put a good swing on it and just give us an early lead.
Aaron, when you look at the last couple of weeks when it really became a home run chase, what do you think you will remember most about this experience?
The fans, the fans at home, the fans on the road, you know, the constant support, you know, seeing Yankee Stadium on their feet for every single at bat. You know, they're booing pitchers for throwing balls, you know, which I've never seen before. And, you know, I think I got a base hit the other night and I was getting booed for a single. You know, it's just, you know, little moments like that you look back on and, you know, would have been great to do it at Yankee Stadium in front of our home fans. But I know a lot of, you know, Yankee fans, they travel well, and there's a lot of Yankee fans here tonight, and, you know, getting a chance to share that experience with the fans, and, you know, that's what it's about for me.
Right here.
Aaron, were you able to get the ball back?
Not yet. I don't know where it's at. So, you know, we'll see what happens with that. It'd be great to get it back, but, you know, that's a souvenir for a fan. So, you know, they made a great catch out there, and, you know, they got every right to it.
Aaron, at any point during this, did you feel stress, pressure, you know, that you had to get this done?
You know, it's tough to say, you know, because, you know, every game is stressful. You know, I kind of felt bad for my teammates because like I said, like every single at bat, I got teammates, you know, stacked up. They're on top of the step, you know, waiting for me to do this. And, you know, I'd hit a double, or I'd walk, or I'd do something. You know, I kind of felt like I was letting them down, you know. So, and even the fans, you know, all the fans that would packed out Yankee Stadium, the fans that came here these past 2 games, you know, I felt like I let them down. If I had a 2-for-4 game or a, you know, 1-for-2 game with a couple walks, I felt like I was letting them down. So, you know, I never tried to think about it as pressure. You know, I tried to enjoy every single moment, and, you know, not really think about, you know, hey, they're all on the feet for you to go see you hit a home run. I try to think about, hey, they're here to see an exciting ball game and see something special. So, you know, just having that mindset kind of helped me, you know, stay pretty calm. But, you know, there's definitely a little pressure in there, but, you know, you just try to block that out.
Take a couple more right here.
So, Aaron, you talked about your family, you talked about your teammates, but a lot of players around baseball, especially some of the higher name players, some of the more marquee players, they're excited about this, and they tweeted out, and obviously you probably haven't seen that part yet, but just seeing players around baseball talk about this and be excited for you, what do you think about that?
It's incredible. You know, I think that's one of the biggest honors is any compliment from your peers. You know, the guys that are out there grinding just like you are on a daily basis, they know how hard this game is. They know how hard it is to show up and post every single night. You know, so to hear or for them to tweet things out, say things like that, there's no higher honor, you know, in my book. You know, that's what it's always been about for me, is my teammates and even my peers, and, you know, the respect I have for other players around the league. You know, to get that, you know, same respect back, that's, you know, it gives you chills, to be honest.
Take the last 3 right here.
And as your number was growing higher and higher, you kept saying, numbers don't matter, I'm worried about the wins. Was there a time, maybe home or at some point, you just said to yourself, wow, I could do this? Was there a moment?
Well, I think going into every year, you know, every season, you write down goals, you have, you know, stuff you want to accomplish, you know, so every year I think I can, you know, go out there and hit 70 homers, or, you know, have the confidence and faith to go out there and try to do something special for the team. But when you're in the process, that's the fun part. You don't think about that. You're so locked in on the daily grind that, you know, the numbers and all that kind of stuff, it's just a wash. For me, I enjoy the daily grind of, you know, working at bat and, you know, getting a base hit to help the team, or driving an RBI, the grind of, you know, having a tough day at the plate where you're 0 for 4 and things aren't going your way, and, you know, hey, guess what, I got to wake up and show up tomorrow because I got a day game here in a couple hours. So that, for me, you know, I just had fun, you know, getting locked in on that process.
Right here, Bob.
And when you hit the ball left your bat, do you know it was gone for sure, or you wondered if it was going to be high enough?
I had a good feeling off the bat. You know, I haven't played too many games here at the new park. I know the old park, the ball flew out of here, so I knew I had a good chance at the old park. But here, you never know. But I had a good feeling off the bat. You know, I just didn't know where it was going to land or what it was going to hit, and, you know, there's a good sense of relief once I saw it land in that fan's glove, and, you know, we're up 1-0, and, you know, now a chance to see Garrett go out there and break another record. So I had a good feeling off the bat.
And when it went out, what was when you strolled the bases, what were you thinking? What was going through your mind?
I was just thinking of my wife, thinking of my family, my teammates, just the fans. Like, that was just, all that was kind of running through my head, just the constant support I've gotten through this whole process, through this whole year, from them especially. And, that's all really running through my head. And then I was looking forward to getting in the dugout and going back on defense to watch Garrett go out there and break a record. So I had quite a few emotions kind of going there.
Chris?
It's only been a few hours, but have you been able to fully process the historical significance of this home run?
Oh, not yet. It's in my book, it's just another day. I wish we would have got the win. That would have made it a little sweeter for me and Garrett, I think. But that's what we got tonight for. To kind of soak it in and soak in the moment with my family, and then get ready for the game tomorrow. I think it really won't sink in until the off season, after the postseason, all that kind of stuff happens, because that's still our main goal and our main focus. So I think once we get past all that and go out there and do our job, then we can kind of soak it all in.